Hello and welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. I would say that this is probably the final episode, but I said that last time, and if I say it again, then you won't believe me the next time I say it, so it may or may not be the final episode. However, in between episodes, I have discovered, and by discovered I mean someone in the comments told me, that we have an activity for Coronation here, which is very cool. We should definitely do that. It's going to get us 35 opinion with every vassal, which seems incredible. By getting 35 opinion, I mean, of course, that is going to remove the negative 35 opinion that we have with every vassal, which would be quite nice. It's also going to give us all of these bonuses. Although, there is one thing from the base game I just want to bring up and be like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. And that's legitimacy. So legitimacy makes a lot of sense if you have a single realm, right? Like if you have a realm, let's say a kingdom, and you're just suddenly in charge of the kingdom, right? Legitimacy makes sense there. You're having to prove that you're legitimate, and then once you have it, then it gets passed down to children, all that sort of stuff. That makes sense. Legitimacy doesn't make a lot of sense when you already have legitimacy within a realm, and then you get a higher title. Because although we were the legitimate rulers of the Riverlands, because our legitimacy was 100%, we really shouldn't be a true ruler of top-level legitimacy for the Seven Kingdoms because, well, we're not the legitimate rulers of the Seven Kingdoms. I think this should get reset back when you get a higher level title. I think that's what should happen, or more correctly, this should get set down whenever you change your main title. So that could be if you change from one kingdom to another, or all sorts of other things. I think that would make a lot more sense, because right now, we got maxed out legitimacy, and that doesn't make any sense at all. But that's a base game, thing that I have a problem with. For this, for the mod, it's just following what the base game does. But it would also make the mod's Coronation make a lot more sense if your legitimacy got knocked down, because then you'd have to hold the Coronation to push your legitimacy up. I would actually argue that what they should do is, instead of giving you the negative opinion penalties, they should put the negatives in the legitimacy system, and then have the Coronation raise your legitimacy. Because I think that would more naturally fit into things. That way, if you are inheriting a realm and you haven't been crowned, then it's less of an impact than if you have, conquered a realm. I think that makes more sense to me, but I'm just spitballing game design, so let's move on from that and instead go on to doing a coronation, which could only be held once per lifetime. Makes perfect sense. Oh, there are two locations where we can hold the coronation. Why would I want to hold it in one of these? So this is the Great Sept of Baelor. Ah, okay. So, you can hold it in the Great Sept of Baelor, which I assume that if you're Faith of the Seven, then you get, some piety for doing it. But because we're not, we should just hold it in the Red Keep, which will get us a gold gain, and because it's in the Red Keep, it'll get us increased renown gain and legitimacy gain and stress loss. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense for us. Monarch is going to be us. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. This activity needs an officiant. So this is somebody who is going to crown us. I think it would make sense for it to be the North, our most powerful follower. Of course, it could also be the Iron Islands, another member of our faith, but I'm going to go with the North. I'm going to be crowned by Lord Robin Stark. Cool. How much pomp are we going to have? So each level changes things. Okay. So each level will increase or decrease different things. Well, I don't really care about the piety or the legitimacy or the prestige, and I don't really care about a specific type of people for opinion. I guess I want to improve Zealot Vassal opinion. Yeah, I guess I do want to improve Zealot Vassal opinion because Zealot Vassals are the ones who will dislike us the most, so that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's just appropriate is what we're going for. Next. Entertainment. Entertainment, I should just go max. Oh, actually, no, because there's different vassals again on this. No, I should go, again, medium, because it increases Zealot Vassal. And then Feast is exactly the same. Okay, Cool. Let's do that. Goal is to raise dynasty prestige. Surely that should just say renown. Anyway, that's fine. I do like the idea of improving opinion of our vassals. Yeah, let's do promote rule. That's the point of this. And then we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to start a coronation. Right. Servants scurry across the courtyard of the Red Keep, bringing the final decorations as members of the court take their places. Many of those attending this occasion are yet to arrive. Today is the day I am crowned Queen of the Iron Throne. I eagerly await the arrival of Lord Robin. There is still much to discuss with him as the final preparations are made. Crown Commission. Every coronation requires a crown, so I shall commission one. It shall become an heirloom passed from generation to generation, openly showcasing my power and influence. Okay. Are these identical? Yup. Can I see what they look like if I click on them? Nope. Okay, oh wait, except that this one's just worse. Okay. Yeah, we do... Well... Do we follow the ways? I don't know if we follow the... Oh, what are the requirements in these? So some of them have requirements and some don't. Crown of the Old Kings. That one seems pretty good. It's very spiky. Yeah. I think we follow the ways. Is that not what this... Yeah, organize the ways faith. So I guess we should go with the unique one, even though it is objectively the worst. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. That's the one. Yep. I guess I'll put it on. I guess I can't put it on till I'm crowned. Okay. Hey, ransom. Sure, that seems acceptable. I'm being raided by Bravos? I suppose, you know, we did that to them. Can't be too mad. 4 months till it begins. I have to wait for this guy to arrive. I hope he's going to arrive in time, otherwise I don't know what it's going to do. Says he's traveling, so... I mean, I suppose there is the road, so we should be able to get down here in time. We have a lot of guests arriving at this coronation. Yeah, they are definitely raiding us. Alright, where are you raiding me? Up here? So, if I start raising some troops over this way... I'm not leading, obviously. If I raise some here... Yeah. Let's just dissuade that, shall we? Quain has died! Quain of Dragonstone has died. I acquired Dark Talon from him. Oh no. And so my new heir is Lord Adam. Who now has... so I got the artifact for some reason, but... Adam, my grandson, has got Dragonstone, which makes sense. I'm now going to grant him the... Where are we? I'm going to grant him the sword. You can have Dark Talon. Wonderful. Which will increase his prowess a lot. Yeah, that's good. My alliance with Eric has expired because Gwaine was married to his mother. Okay. She died, or he died in his sleep. She's imprisoned by my player, heir, grandson, and vassal. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's also interesting that you can't get an alliance via grandson. Although, wait a second, he might not be related to her in any way. He's not related to her in any way. Okay, never mind, it's not that interesting then. Okay, they're leaving. That's fine, I'll disband the army then. Can you get off onto the boat so I can disband my army? Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, all the mercenary companies are slowly disappearing. My son is gone. I don't care about Morbald. I maybe want revenge on you. I haven't decided yet. Right, you're now marked. You're my new heir. Right. 2 months left till it begins. Selecting a crown. I'll have the Driftwood crown. Thank you. Oh, I guess if I had more crowns, then I could choose from the list, like how the Targaryens had 8 of them. But, yeah. Anyway, that's fine. Demand trial by combat. No? I decline? Honestly, like, guys, get out of my prison. Right. That's fine. Oh, I'm missing a Hand of the King as well. I I guess we could make that Robin, given that he's coming all the way down here. Just be like, hey, you're now Hand of the King. What's he currently doing? Currently being my Master of Laws. Now you're now Hand of the Queen. Sorry, Hand of the Queen. My Chancellor is now going to be Lord Arwood of Rook's Rest, who will make people like me. Fantastic. Right. Back into here. 20 days. 5 guests remaining. 4 guests remaining. Who's still traveling? Oh, just this person, basically. Okay. 2 guests, 1 guest. They either arrived or they didn't. Right. The day has finally come for me to be formally crowned Queen of the Iron Throne. My attention drifts from the upcoming ceremony to the attractive young servants bustling around. I wonder if I might discreetly persuade 1 or 2 to slip away with me before the event begins. It's unlikely anyone would notice. They'd probably notice if I wasn't there for a coronation, I would imagine. For this offer of nothing, sure, I accept. Thanks. I got 30 more gold. Wonderful. You, Lord Randall, get out of my prison. Artistic differences. As if organising a coronation weren't stressful enough, I also have to deal with one of my relatives. My granddaughter, Helene, arrived bright and early today and has been following me around ever since, complaining about this or that non-stop. I feel a splitting headache growing behind my eyes as she continues blabbering undeterred. I suppose we will have to see if this occasion is one for the histories. King Aenus's coronation was so magnificent that we still remember it today. Will any remember yours? Time will tell. So she is married to House Lydon. Okay, and she is Gwain's daughter. I see. You can find some common ground, or don't see you paying for anything, so shut up. We'll find common ground. We're capable of doing that. Ransom accepted. What are these? Isolate capital. I'm not going to do that while we're doing a coronation. Right. That's fine. Wine vendor praised us. Great. That got us diplomacy lifestyle experience, apparently. Okay. All sorts of things continuing to happen. Doesn't appear to be a lot of events, but that's okay. And we're now in the next phase. Mercenaries are all gone, which is lovely. Yeah, that's good. The true queen. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. Lord Robin has anointed me in the traditional rites of the Way of the Drowned God and now prepares to crown me. As the crown is placed upon my head, Lord Robin proclaims, Before gods and men, I proclaim Tansy of House Smith, Queen of the Andals, the Raynor and the First Men, Lady of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Long may she reign. The crowd starts cheering as I stand to face them. I lost uncrowned ruler, which is great. I suppose it does have a legitimacy negative there, but yeah, anyway. Gain legitimacy, we get the Queenmaker. Oh no, he gets the Queenmaker as a nickname. And gets some prestige. Okay, cool. And sitting on the throne. I've been crowned queen, now I must prove myself worthy of the title and sit upon the conqueror's throne. I turn from the crowd and the silence fills the hall. I begin my climb up the narrow, uneven steps, with each footfall echoing throughout the chamber. I take a moment to steel my resolve as the palpable unease permeates the air. I turn and slowly lower myself onto the iron throne. It's not the most comfortable of seats, and I doubt I'll ever get used to it, but I shall make do. I motion to my attendants to usher forth the first of my vassals who have come to bend the knee. Wonderful. Okay. And I get a bunch of favor hooks on all of these guys. Also, it looks like I got a ton of renown as well. As I sit on the iron throne, each of my vassals bends the knee. Some bear gifts, others offer gold, and some place themselves in my debt. Some, however, have broken their oaths, refusing to bend to their queen, only to deal with these traitors once the festivities have concluded. Now the banquet has started. Then say, I'm going to enjoy myself, or enjoy. I guess I'll say enjoy. Okay. Now we're at the banquet. Cool. What have we got here? And another thing. Every feast, there's always one. Every single feast, one long-winded, ill-born pissant, cornering people who just will not be silent. Is this the generic feast event? Yes. Okay, so these are generic feast events, so I'm going to choose this one. I got the diplomacy lifestyle perk. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna grab... I guess I should grab the Sworn Shield Aptitude. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, good. We'll do the Renown in a bit. We'll do it after the ceremony. Yeah, so these are generic events we've seen like 100 times, so this will take the Intrigue Lifestyle Experience. I got an Intrigue perk. Okay. Make enemy hostile schemes worse. That sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Right, back in here. 40 days. Continuing with these ones. Disaster strikes, we're out of wine. Luckily, I have wine. Can't get away. Okay, we can try and make 2 of my friends friends. We will try and make 2 of our friends friends. They became rivals. Oh well, that's not very good. I'll take the Stewardship Lifestyle Experience. Now, usually I take the 500 Martial, but because we're already maxed on Martial, we'll take the Stewardship. Right. And now... okay... I can get some Legitimacy, doesn't matter. Legitimacy doesn't matter. Legitimacy doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll take some Legitimacy, which doesn't matter, because I'm max on Legitimacy. Thank you all for coming. Get hosted an appropriate Coronation, which is a bunch of bonuses, and some extra Vassal Opinion. Yeah, nice. And then these guys get a bunch of opinion of me. And then we get more Renown as well, and a bunch of glory. Wonderful. Cool. So, I guess I'm going to take Fury of Thunder, which will get us prowess per level of fame, and then no prowess per stress level, as we have no stress. For prowess per level of fame, she puts back up to 42 prowess. 41. Okay, cool. Oh, I guess I'm not max level of fame? Yeah, I'm not max. Oh, okay. That's fine. Disease is not actually here. Right. So, just going through the list of things I wanted to do in my head. So, we're crowned. We've sorted out the realm. Like, the realm is mostly sorted into pieces, which makes sense. Now, we need to get the wall and then die. That's the plan. So, I guess I'm going to declare a war on you for the Kingdom of the Wall. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let's declare it. Right. And then up here, we're going to raise some troops, and we're going to lead an army over the wall. Well, over the lands which belong to the wall currently, but yeah. It'll be interesting. Her grandson is currently running the kingdom while we're gone. Okay. Schemers have been discovered. We're continuing to raise troops. Do I have my men-at-arms raised yet? No, I'm going to stop raising whenever our men-at-arms raise, basically. Which might be a while. There we go. So I'll stop gathering there. 90,000 should be more than enough to get Molestown. Alright, directly in here. So, start by sieging that down. Now going to fight their army. And they are extremely dead. That was 50% war score, I'm assuming. Of course it was. Castle Black. Fort level's not as high as you would think for Castle Black. Okay, well, we're going to take that. That's all okay. I have won the war. My troops could be very useful in the conflict. We only need to agree a price. Oh, sorry, I was looking for the price. I'm going to decline. I'm also then going to end the war. Enforce demands. Right. Okay. Disband our armies. Wait, are you independent or... No, you are my vassals. That's fine. So what I want to do is I want to give the wall, who's an independent... I want to give them their land back. So how do I give them their land back? You're not going to be regent. Yeah, so how do I do that? I don't know if there is a way to give the wall back to the wall, because the wall is technically independent. We also have these random neighboring rulers who obviously should be my vassals. Yes. Declare war. Declare war. Right. Then we're going to raise some troops up here and we're going to beat both of them up. I'm going to just put the rally point slightly further away. Now we raise troops again. Okay. Again, basically just waiting for our men at arms. Come on. There we go. It said we got a stewardship perk. I was just like wondering where that was. I guess I'm going to take Soon Forgiven here. Do we have any tyranny? I don't think so, right? Where does it even show tyranny? Oh, it's in here, right? Yeah, no tyranny, because it shows that it's negative in there. Okay. So, it's not doing anything for us right now. That's okay. I mean, extort subjects, by the way, as a thing, would probably get us a ton of money. There's just no reason to get money. You know, we're so rich, it's unbelievable. Although we're not earning as much as we used to. There we go, there's our men at arms. Right. Let's go get them. And beat that one. Finish the siege. Head over here. And then we'll finish the siege. Perfect. Or finish the war, I should have said. There we go. That one's done, and the other one is done. Right, so currently I hold all of this land directly. But, like, do I need to declare a war on the wall to get the wall? That's what I don't know yet. I think I might have to declare a war for the wall to then get the wall. It says you're... So when I send people to the wall, where are they going? That's, I think, the better question. When I send people to the wall, where do they go? Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to look for title history. You're dead. Why? Drank himself to death. Okay. I sent your son to the wall, didn't I? Fatal apoplexy. Okay, so he's also dead. You have the... You should have a trait for being in the wall, right? You have recruit, Night's Watch. Okay, so if I look for people who are who have Night's Watch. There we go. So where are you? So you're in that place, but you aren't Lord Commander of the wall. So does the wall's title changed? Is somebody Lord Commander at some point? King Brandon Stark the Night King had it, and these are Magisters of the Wall. Is your part of the Empire of the Wall, which has no title... Oh, was destroyed immediately. Okay. The Wall... Magister. Maybe Magister is the correct term for these guys. I think what I want to do, if I want the wall to be... Also, that looks like that should also be part of the wall. Wait, yeah. Okay, we have a few bits of... We have a few more wars to do. Wait, why did I not get this? I declared war on the Frostfangs. Why did I not get this? This is part of the wall, right? Yeah, why did I not end up with that land? Yeah, wait a second. Why did I only end up with the land I sieged? Well, plus some extras. That's weird. And is this all... Are you independent? You're independent. Okay. So I need a war against you for that bit of land. I need a war against the wall to get the wall. Then I can make the wall independent. But I can't give them land if they're independent. So if I want that bit, I need to sort you out. So you're going to have to be murdered. I'm sorry. Mechanically, it's the easiest way to achieve what I'm after here. We'll go for these first, because I want it to take the least amount of time. Hefty bribe, prestigious hook. There we go. Are you my vassal? No, that's fine. Hook pad, hefty bribe, prestige. Assassin. That can be. That's my tutor, apparently. I offer you a hefty bribe. There we go. And then alibi is going to be you. Hefty bribe, prestigious good word. Wonderful. So that is 2-month phases, or just over 2-month phases. Okay, and it's going up by how much per month? 7.6. It's not a lot, but okay. Right. Also here, do I have any lower titles? Yes. What I could do is I can move the county title to Whitecross, and then I can give away this to a local Northman noble. Bone Harrow. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna move the county capital to Bone Harrow. I'm gonna give this to a local clansman noble. Right, I no longer need to get rid of the land that quickly. Castle Black we can keep. These still have holders, but yeah, these are wardens. Interesting. But they're all called wardens. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I think I want to declare a war to conquer the wall. Yes. And I want to declare a war for the Shadow Tower. Also, do I have any extra duchies now? No. And then I want to get the Frostfangs. Okay. So, raise troops here. And then get ready for more wars. Let's go. I love how they were coming towards us and then went, oh no, the rest of the troops have been raised. We know it's around 80,000 when we get our men-at-arms here. So we just have to chill. Mark of Distinction, our Dynasty banner has gone up. That's good. It's better. Okay. There we go. We're into the thousands. Very soon we'll get our men-at-arms. Like nowish. There we go. Cool. Stop gathering. Head to Giant's Blood. Yep, we'll siege that. Or Giant's Beard, I should have said. Caught some of their army. Destroyed them. Forced demands. Right. You're going to head over here. Beat them up. Yeah, head in there. That's fine. 100% war score. Forced demands. Right. Disband our army. Right. So now we have this land. Okay, again, what are my lower tier titles? I can do the same thing here that I've been doing. Actually, we have a lower tier there already. Yeah. I could just be won over temporarily. Right, let's be won over temporarily. What's this thing? Holder of this holding has a lot of negative opinion from wildlings. That seems fair. Okay. Agent removed from scheme. My infiltrator's gone. My husband will join though. That's nice. Okay. So now we're scheming. Clear these out. I don't want to station men at arms because we're not going to hold these titles. I'm going to switch you onto support schemes, which should reduce the time a little bit. 44-day phases now, which is, yeah, 44-day phases. And it should have a higher percentage chance of succeeding as a base, which is good. So we're at 3. Declare me region, I decline. Prisoners, you can all be ransomed. Right. So where are the Night's Watch now, if I do the same search? Okay. That's fine, they hold some land there, and they're recruits. So, is there anyone who's not a recruit for the Night's Watch? Maybe I've got the wrong thing. Let me look at Night's Watch. Okay, it's either the top or the bottom one. Which one do we reckon it is? Probably this one then. There is nobody who has the Night's Watch thing in any realm. Good. That's solid. Okay. I think them losing the actual title of the wall might break things. A lingering scent. Sure, I'll buy it. Why not? That's fine. Vassals are being imprisoned by other vassals. I need a new admiral. My new admiral is going to be Lord Frey of the Riverlands. Okay. Again, it's saying I can get an alliance with my granddaughter, although I can't. It's okay. This guy really needs to be dead. This guy who we're dealing with here. There is a disease getting closer to us, but it's not quite there. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's going to reach King's Landing. Why is it slowed down? It hasn't. The game slowed down. Okay. That's good. Scheme hasn't slowed down. It was just time. Fair enough. Right. Now we will continue. Just waiting for opportunities to kill this person so we can get the land that we rightfully should have got when we declared the war for all the things within the Kingdom of the Wall. Not that I'm, gonna hold that against the game. Right, Snow's pelt. Yeah, let's destroy the pelt of dead animals. Let's get rid of that. Or dead. Oh, my child is dead. So Malia is dead, and now Alyssa is the main person on that line. Okay. Is she in line to anything? Oh, she's in line to Starspan. Oh, you held the Torrentine. Did that get removed from you? Yes. Yes, it did. Installed by faction. Okay. My alliance of Lord Morris is gone, but that's okay. Send for a faceless man. Oh. I can't do that. You or your spy master has an intrigue of at least 20. Oh. That's interesting that you can do that. I guess if it fails, I should do that. That would make sense. Okay. We're out of our grace period. Hello. Thank you for the renown. New Grand Maester. Grand Maester Arthur is dead, so now we have Grand Maester Andrian. Can't wait. Yep. Okay. Continue chilling. Bad air. I'll buy this for abundant flora. We have anything in here that we need to look at? Nope. New Grand Maester arrives. That's good. Yeah. That seems like a positive to me. Okay. Continue chilling, waiting for our scheme. We could die, by the way, at any moment. Well, when I say we could die, that's not entirely true. We gain 2 advantages. Nice. What we could do is we could reach the point where we get a 1-year warning about death soon. Which isn't quite the same as dying soon. I will lose my favor hook for 20 opinion, or you will still owe me a favor. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I don't know who you are, so it's fair to me. Hey, prisoners, by the way. Leobalds. Give me a hoot, get out. Bernard, give me a hoot. Get executed, I guess. Sorry. Alright, give me a hoot, get out. Alright, that's okay. We get to 93% if I do this immediately. I probably should do it. Yeah. Execute. Confidence. We have killed him. Wonderful. This now means that I can declare war upon these guys for the singular county that I want right there. So that is... what's it called? First Watch. What is it called? Eastwatch. It's called Eastwatch. Lady Mole of Eastwatch. Okay, declare war. Conquer county. Guess I'll do this. Oh, there we go. Eastwatch. Perfect. Declare war. Right. Rally point. Here. Raise troops. Let's go. Now we just chill. Secret exposed? Somebody wasn't the child of somebody else. Shocking. Okay. There's a new disease. Yeah, okay. Curse undone. My rival died. A rival I did not know I had, but that's good, I suppose. You're no longer my cupbearer. These two people are adulterers. Shocking. Uh-huh. There we go. Cancel the gathering. Gonna head to Eastwatch. Is this the bit I need to siege? Yes, perfect. Okay. We're here. Siege it. Wait, are they allies? How do I have an ally in this war? Where did you come from? I guess he just chose to join my side or something? Oh well, whatever. You now control Eastwatch. Wonderful. So we have the war goal, which is worth 59%. Now we're going to head up to Woodvetch and defeat their army, which hasn't even been raised yet. That's good. Wonderful. 100% enforced demands. Right, now we can disband. So now what I need to do is find something like this guy, Warden Tormund, who is not a warden. Okay. So what I need to do is find one of my vassals that is actually a Night's Watch vassal. Okay, are you... No, okay. Are you a Night's Watch vassal? No, that would seem to be correct. You? No, okay. It's probably going to be one of these, right? You know what would be easier? Do it the other way around. I'm looking for a Night's Watch. Okay. Does anyone hold some land that's actually in the wall? So you hold some land that's actually in the wall. You're somewhere else. Like some of these people don't even hold land in the Night's Watch. They're just, here's some guy. There's a Riverlander. Trying to see, actually, do we have any Drowned God followers? Lauren Goodbrother. Nope. I don't suppose I have a decision, but... Oh, restore the Night's Watch. Oh, there we go. Cool. I was just thinking there. I wonder if there's a decision. You will lose the land surrounding the wall. Yes. Wonderful. Ever since their destruction, our walls and our people have been under threat from savages and other ungodly creatures lurking in the far north. We must bring the Night's Watch, or bring back the Night's Watch for order to be reintroduced in the north so that our women and children can sleep safely at night. Do it. New Lord Commander. Our new Lord Commander is Alistair Sharphouse, who is a recruit of the Night's Watch. Alright. Order is now restored. Brandon's gift will also be returned, but the watch should be restored to full glory. The watch shall be restored to full glory. Yes. There we go. So we have now put the wall back the way that it should be. And now you are a black brother with full stuff. Okay. Your heir doesn't appear to be a member of the Night's Watch. Just want to throw that out here. Probably means you're not eligible, but it's fine. Hey, the wall reappeared as an actual thing again. That's good. Okay. We're back to just holding King's Landing. That's good. Anything else that we need to do? I think I'm mostly fine. Cupbearer is going to be... Urton. Yeah. Headsman. It's going to be Aaron Upton. That's all fine. Apparently you're a terrible warden in the south, but that's okay. You can switch back to disrupting schemes. We now zoom out, and we are on poor health. Now let me just see. Hunter we can't get rid of. Whole of body can't get rid of. Can't get rid of. Can't get rid of. Okay, so none of these we can get rid of. None of these positive things we can get rid of. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to have a look at that. So now we just unpause, I think. Yep. Time will be the most effective thing at killing us, so let's go for it. Now we wait and see. I suppose I could kill Master Theomar while I wait. Yeah, murder. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Anyone want to join? You know what? Let's just auto-invite agents here. There we go. Wonderful. Seems good to me. Stewardship perk. You want to give me a gift? It doesn't say how much it is, but sure, I accept it. Total line. Vassals are less likely to join independence factions. Factions in general should be a little less strong now as well. Right. And now we chill. Any moment now we will die. I mean, we have 4 health and we're old, so... I'll let everyone know that this person's a traitor or something. Oh, pay ransoms? Sure, I accept. I accept. I don't know why all of these are broken. I kind of assume that our save file is a little broken, I think would be the best way of putting it. But that's okay. Yeah, that's acceptable. Okay. Right. Clear those out. And now we wait. Yeah, I think we just wait for death. I was thinking there are other options. There are other buttons we could press, but... Yeah, we're also trying to kill this guy, so I suppose that's good. What the heart wants. My grandson, Gawain, doesn't want to marry the person he's betrothed to. Alright, sure. You don't have to marry her. I didn't arrange it. Also, like, he's the grandson of the person in Bravos, so, or like, he's the son of the person in Bravos, so surely that should have been him who arranged it, but I guess it comes to us to say he doesn't want to do it. I think that might be a mod event, although I'm not sure. I might have seen that in the base game. I don't know. Probably base game. Let's blame that. Right. Cool. Still poor on health. From my understanding for how the health system works, like, basically you have a number of points, and now here's where I'm like, maybe I'm talking rubbish, but from when I read through some of the stuff on it, you basically have like a number of points that represent your health, and then if you're on poor health it ticks down, or something like that. I don't know. So I'm basically assuming that being old is going to cause us to die at some point. The Dragon Pit remade. The Dragon Pit of King's Landing has been restored to its former glory. Since the Dance of Dragons and the storing by the small folk, the Great Pit has been a shadow of its former self, a ruin not fit for purpose. But the rubble of that night has now been swept away, and even though the glory of the structure has been restored, the pit itself is still without purpose, perhaps doomed only to serve as the grandest display for what few eggs remain to the throne. However, the lords and ladies across Westeros have begun to wonder whether the restoration was motivated by a desire to honour the past or a twisted ambition for the future. The Dragon Pit court amenities will be set to moderate. New head dragon keeper appointed. Hugh. But we don't have any dragons, Hugh. How do you feel about being head dragon keeper to a court with no dragons? It's a bit pointless, isn't it? Can I not fund it anymore? No, because now they exist. Okay. You know what? We can have better food and better lodgings. Yeah, sure. That all seems fine, and we can speak common. No issue speaking common. Right. One more of these, and then we fire the scheme to kill my rival. Rival being the person who killed our son who wanted to be a member of the Kingsguard. We go. Neighboring ruler won a war, so that's Mir won a war. And you're dead. Right. Yes, he did end up dead. Wonderful. It's good to see. Right. So now that's done. Now we have nothing else to do. Now we chill. Now, a guest became ill. That's not because the disease is actually close enough to us. It's just because a guest became ill. I guess I can remove you from there. Remove those. He died from being ill. Well, it's not good for him. Anything we can build in King's Landing? Sure, I can upgrade our windmills. Do that. Right. Antiquarian is dead. New successor to the Drowned Lance. So a new Antiquarian is going to be you. Drowned Lance. New successor is going to be Hugh. That's fine. Right. That's fine. We'll clear that out. Game is not running particularly fast right now, but that's kind of the way things go after a generation or two. What's this? Hold court. Sure. Why not? What we got? Lost treasure. Let me have a look at it. My learning increased. Contractual compromise. No, I'm not going to do anything to make the faction better. Double privileges. You can be... What? I don't know. Yeah, you can have religiously protected. That's fine. Okay. Cool. Our level of fame has gone up, so we are now legendary. Our prowess has dropped even further due to old age. Kind of expecting at some point we're just going to drop dead. But, you know, we'll see. I suppose even once we get the drop dead message, it's still a year. So, you know. Got some time to wait, I guess. New Grand Maester. We've already gone through 2 Grand Maesters in this episode. Okay. Oh, sure he'll arrive soon. Hey, Prince Moribund. Thank you for the renown. This new 30-year-old Prince Moribund who loves us. He thinks we're the best. Actually, he might not be new. He's still Warden of the South, I guess. So that's cool. How are the rest of these places looking? Lannister appears to be in charge of the Westlands again. How did that happen? New Grand Maester arrived. Good. Stalled by faction demand. Well, that's fair. Bale still has an Aaron in charge. Stark still in charge there. Excuse me? How did that happen? Stalled by faction demand. Okay. Your grandfather was Aubrey. Ah. Parent was some other one, though. Okay, I'll pay you for my cat. No longer my high almoner, for whatever reason. Oh, because you are now incapable. I see. Fair enough. All these other people can die. Why can't we? Right. I'm thinking of how long I give it before I press the other buttons. For death, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. We're now 85. We've been on poor health for, I think, 5 years. Which is pretty good going for that. Chancellor died. I now have a new realm priest. It's also no longer my architect. I'm not actually building anything currently, though, so I'm not that worried about it. You know what? I'm just going to call your poem drivel. We're back to not reading poems. One of the reasons I didn't read poems in the first place is that they were just event spam, basically. Like, they don't really adjust enough per poem to make it worth reading them. And, like, the events don't actually do anything. You just change opinion very minorly, and it doesn't matter what you press. So it's kind of like, it's not great. Anyway, we'll grab this one. Powerful vassals now give us more stuff if they're councillors. That's cool. We have a lot of troops currently, if we wanted to use them. But we don't. We just want to see what happens when we die, basically. 85. How old is our grandson going to be when we inherit? Or, yeah, when he inherits the stuff. Also, he's got some of these. Yeah, how's our thing looking for that? That one. Oh, Prince of... Oh, not Prince of Dorne as in the person who holds Dorne, like a different Prince of Dorne. Okay. Yeah, so we're actually, like, not doing well on this at all. Okay. That's fine. What's this? Nope. Nope. Not going to go to a grand tournament. Spotted fever. Not near us. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not going to your grand tournament. What's this? High base shenanigans. Sure, whatever. That's fine. Flagrant Queensguard. Your Grace, your Queensguard, Lauren, has been discovered in the bowels of a pleasure den, engaging in obscene acts of known harlot Lucas. I see. Mutilate him and send him to join the Night's Watch. Let's just say I'm not that bothered. We'll get a strong hook on him. Seems good to me. Realm will lose land if vassals die. That seems unlikely. Why don't we recalculate some of these for the game? I think if I go into each of these, it should recalculate them because they shouldn't be eligible to inherit because these are adventure realms. I don't know if it is recalculating them though. But yeah, they're not ineligible to inherit, so... Oh, one of them recalculated. You saw it there. They disappeared. Did it in front of our eyes. Okay. Discovered a new thing for our culture. That's fine. What is the new thing? Noble obliges or something like that? Oblige? Noblese oblige. Okay. Fellow vassal opinion, accolade, glory gain. Cool. Artifacts of low durability. So I'll reforge it. A captain qualified. I'll get rid of the lynx hide. Right. Unwanted pregnancy. A dramatic scene unfolds in my audience chamber as my vassal Lord Moribund accuses Brian, the son and heir of my Lord Vassal Adam, of impregnating his wife. Lord Adam indignantly claims that there is no proof of his son's guilt, and even if it was him, it is surely Isila's fault for being a loose woman. The argument is heating up and I must do something before things get out of hand. So, Moribund of Dorne accuses Brian of Stokeworth, son and heir of Adam Stokeworth, of getting Isila Ironwood pregnant. I think this is what's known as none of my business. Yes, I believe that is none of my business. Wonderful. Right. 87. Health is still poor. It's not, like, really, really bad right now, though. I choose the bottom option because I don't know what the top option does. Because I don't really want high partition. Tutor is going to be Bertram. Do I have a Garden Hermit yet? Nope. Okay. I've lost my Master of Arms and my Warden of the South. Wait, there's an... Oh. Alex is now the Warden. Well, it's now the person who could be Warden of the South. Let's have a look at rank. Yes, if she is not eligible because she's too young, then our Warden of the South is going to be Adam Smith. There we go. And then my Master Arms is going to be the Lord Commander of the Queen's Guard. Sure. Seems good to me. Okay. That's fine. Spy was discovered. Don't do that again. That'll teach him. Hooks are expiring. Health is still absolutely fine, despite being on poor health for now 6 years. We're still good. I inherited a debt of 108. Do I have to pay it? Yeah, okay. Sure, I'll pay it. Why not? I have, like, ridiculous amounts of money. No longer have a court chronicler. Oh, I guess I'll put in a new court chronicler. That could be my husband and king, who actually at 52 looks like he's gonna die before us. He has poor health and he's 52. Gavin, the son of Lord Will, has fulfilled his solemn oath and has departed this world under the mantle of his white cloak. Gavin disappeared without a trace. Oh. Okay. Bring me greatest knights in the realm. Disappeared without a trace, I think means he was either culled, as in like he was an unimportant character and therefore the game killed him off, or it means he was murdered. Okay, so we have Colmar, we have Forley Upton, and we have Briar Hosset. Let's go for Briar. And to say, let's see if anyone else wants to be my Queen's Guard. Hello, thank you for the renown. Next. Bestowing the mantle. Now, obviously, it's going to be Ademir Dwudain. Definitely. A drowned man as a Queen's Guard. That seems good. Seems positive. Any diseases in King's Landing yet? Nope. Alright. We have got maybe the most stable realm of all time. Nothing is happening, and we're now 7 years into this poor health lifestyle. Okay. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say if we haven't got any indication that we're going to die by the time this building finishes, then we will take drastic measures. But we are now 87. We'll see. We got until that building finishes. And, like, I would take just this switching from poor to, like, bad. Use stewardship perk. Let's grab administrator. Seems pretty good. Gets vassal opinion up. I'm not going to join the grand tournament. Cool. Okay. More people inviting us to things that we don't want to go to. Neighboring ruler just lost a war. Like, the wall just lost a war? What was the war for that you just lost? I think you just lost a bit of the wall, didn't he? Clash against the wall. Maybe. They maybe lost the wall. Someone has been in an incestuous relationship with her own son? That's shocking. Right. Clear that out. Right. We built the building. So, now we're going to take drastic measures. Unless... Nope, it still says our health is poor. Drastic measures. And let's go. I'm going to go with tea. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to drink the tea. My plans were foiled. Well, that's not good. Can I do it again? No. How long do I have to wait? 5 years. Uh-huh. Alright. I didn't even manage to get, like, wounded or something. I guess I should have gone for the building option. Yep. I was kind of hoping that we might get some kind of negative effect that would lower my health even further. But that's okay. We will continue to wait, I guess. My cat has given me 2 gold. I will treasure it forever. There's a disease over here. I think I might be getting to this point. Right. Raise all. Wait a second. That's fine. Stop raising. Army. Get these guys. There we go. Select. Disband the knights. Go over here. Right. That's basically what I'm going for now. If I just stay here long enough, might get ill. You can expose that I murdered someone? Okay. Do it. Okay. Aha! My health suddenly just dropped to dying. Not because of anything. Wait, it says you're at death's doorstep, but wait a second, we haven't had the event that says that we're gonna die yet. But we're at death's doorstep. So surely we should die any moment now. A sign. I'll end my regency. Wonderful. I kind of... maybe I jumped the gun there. Maybe I should have left us there to get the disease. So, we should die any moment now. I think it might be a monthly check or something. As in, like, I don't think it's on the end of the month, but I think it is a monthly check to see whether you are going to die. You want to win my heart? Alright. That's acceptable. You may try. Usually when I see that little skull at the top, it means like you got like a month or two. And... where was my 1 year warning? Did I click it away or something? We definitely had that. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got what I wanted in the end anyway. All these hooks expired. Queen Tansy of the Iron Throne has passed on at 88 years of age. She died of old age. A known murderer, she will atone for unspeakable crimes in the next life. King Adam ascends to the throne. Surrounded by enemies and rivals, many hope that Adam's rule is not struck short by means of a dagger in the back. Okay, so died of old age, was the cultural head, was dreaded, legendary figure, paragon of virtue, had the stewardship lifestyle plus the gallant perk, strategist, whole of body, overseer, matriarch, and administrator paths done. Fought in 58 wars, 33 offensive, 25 defensive. That's actually the wilder part. Usually offensive wars are easy to push up in number. Defensive means that like the AI is attacking you, which is crazy. Hosted 20 activities, including 7 camp revelries, because remember we started as somebody who held a camp. 4 hunts, 2 feasts, 2 funerals, 1 university visit, 1 coronation, 1 pilgrimage, 1 grand tour, and 1 grand tournament. Attended 3 grand tournaments and 2 grand weddings. This guy has inherited the 7 kingdoms, the Lord Paramountcy of the Crown Lands, the High Lordship of King's Landing, and the Lordship of King's Landing, and that is him now there after 81 years. So we had Tristan 11 years, Sylvie 28 years, Tansy 81 years. What's crazy is these two felt so short, and then Tansy was like the whole thing. Okay. And there we are. King Adam. Long live the king. Wonderful. And that, I think, is where we're going to end the series. I do briefly just want to check. My vassals probably despise me, right, because I'm uncrowned? A little bit, yeah. You actually hate me even more for other reasons. Oh, you're zealous and... yeah, okay. Ton of reasons. Alright, yes. We are married to a Vance. And then we have a son, William. Or, sorry, Willem. Cool. So, we've also... apparently we're trying to sway Lord Jorgen. Who's Lord Jorgen? Celtigar. Ah, hold some land in Dragonstone. I see. Anyway, let's do all the things that people want us to do at end of series. Let's do a little religion check. So we're just going to go through the map modes, basically. Faith is pretty much the same, apart from that. Where is it? It'll be our faith changes in the Riverlands, although I think those have actually been undone. Oh no, there we go. Drowned God over there. Yeah. Still exists in the Riverlands. Also, the phrase moved their capital there, which is interesting. Yeah, faiths are pretty much going to be the same. Actually, up here it might be different, because a lot of these are, yeah, wildling culture now. Cultures, I mean, these are going to be whatever they created. We saw them being created throughout the series. There we go. Houses? Ah, yeah, that's not going to be that. I forgot you can't do lower levels with this, so it's the Smith house. And then the house that we put in charge of here. Although, actually, you're a different... oh, no, it's this person I was looking at originally. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's that guy who we put in charge. So we can see there. Also, we got economy. Yeah, okay. It's pretty much the same as it ever was. Development, we didn't do anything with that. Didn't really do anything. Terrain won't change. Diplomatic relations doesn't matter. There is a roads one, by the way, which is interesting. This one is for the mod. Just thought that was interesting to show that there's a roads map mode. Landless rulers I'm not going to click because it might crash things. It's languages, governments. Yeah, there's not a lot to look at in this mod, I gotta say. Oh yeah, county fertility, the thing that doesn't matter at all for us. There were 0 legends done in our entire playthrough. And there are still some diseases. Cool. We are going to look at the house, though. We have 24 living members. So we have Adam Smith, who is us. We have our half-brother, Galfred, who holds some land. What is he? He holds the Garden Coast. I see. We have Willem Smith, our cousin and best friend, who holds lordship of Laverdane, or what's that? Lavendern and Walbridge. We have our cousin Alyssa, who has Greetland. And then, yeah, not many others. Well, no one else has landed, basically. Oh, you're my cousin and Sea Lord's whatever's captain of the household guard. It's got a title. And then I noticed our sister is dressed up very nicely. Right. That'll be because she's in the Dragons... Or, well, she's now in the... what's it called? King's Landing Court. So will have a different dress because of that, I'm assuming. Anyway. View all houses in Smith Dynasty. There was only one, right? Yeah. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to do Open Dynasty Tree, which will actually probably work, which is crazy to think about, because usually the screen doesn't. But the reason it usually doesn't is that if you have any intermarrying of cousins, the screen immediately falls apart. But we don't, so that's fine. Because it loops. So we had Tristan, had Sylvie, who sort of had Donald, and then had Queen Tansy. Then we have this line, which goes Lady Malia, Alyssa Smith down into the Went line, King Adam, which is the current king line, Lord Gawain, who never actually got to be in charge of anything. Elaine was married to a Lydon, and 3 dead children. What did they die of? Being sickly, pox, spotted fever. Okay, and then Lord Galfred, who has some children. Lord Willem had a daughter who married into Nymeris Martell, a son who's currently Lord Grithis Spymaster in Ridgeview, has some children, and Eleanor Smith, who is our cousin and rival, and Lord Benedict Wills Castellan. We have Lord Gawain, our uncle. He had a child, Lady Alyssa Smith, who has 3 Smith children. Well, 2 Smith children. And then 2 more. We have a lot who have died of various poxes. Yes, in fact, that pox appears to have done work on everyone. We had Tommen, who is a maester. Eleanor Smith, who is the mother of the Frey line, who currently holds the Riverlands. Lady Tansy, our aunt, who has 2 children who died of consumption and consumption. Gawain Smith, who is currently in Bravos, who has a child. Oh, okay, so these are all, that's the Bravos line. And then Davos Smith, who is 30, but wants to be a member of the King's Guard, so has no line. Cool. And yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else I usually look at. I don't think there's a lot else to look at. I guess we can also do this and just be like, we did this not too long ago. So Tyrells hold the Reach. Emeros Martells hold Storn. Stormlands are held by Baratheons. Vale is held by the Arryns. The North is held by the Starks. Westlands are held by the Lannisters. And the Iron Islands are held by the Good Brothers. So I guess the Iron Islands are the ones that change the most then. Because the rest of them are pretty much standard, although this is now Meros Martell opposed to just Martell, but still. Yeah. And then obviously the Smiths hold everything there. And then the wall exists, and we have Alistair Sharphouse, who is the the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, which we have now restored. Cool. Right. With all of that now being done, I think it is time for us to end our adventures in Westeros. Thank you very much for watching. As for what comes next, I don't know. I need to check when the new DLC for CK3 comes out, because that'll pretty much determine the length of the next series. Because if the next DLC is in 2 weeks, then the next series has to be like a week long. If the next DLC is in 2 months, then we got a little bit more time to play with. But we'll see. Because the next DLC, if you don't know, for the base game adds in, like, basically everything in Asia east of India. So there's a lot that is being added. So there's a lot of stuff to look at when that comes out. I don't know. I guess my plan would either be like a short one in vanilla CK3 or a longer one in a mod, depending on how much time there is. So, we'll see. Anyway, the mod seems much better now. I think this mod seems like fairly polished now. When I first played it, it was obviously like pretty new and it was missing a few bits and pieces, but now it seems like pretty solid. I think that there's obviously some mechanics that are designed for there to be a little bit more. Like there's some mechanics that are designed for this part of the world to exist, and I imagine that it will. In fact, I think I saw a dev diary suggesting that this kind of thing is going to be added in a not too distant future. Because I think a lot of this land in CK2 was Dothraki land. Like a lot of that land was Dothraki land, so that would make a lot of sense now that the Horse Lords expansion has come out, that they would add that in. It would also make sense that after the new expansion for CK3, that kind of this land would come in, because I think they used I think they previously used the China DLC for CK2 to represent it. So it would make sense if they used the China DLC for CK3 to, like, fill in some of that, but I don't know. I don't know what their plans are, but that would make sense to me. Because it also seems like there's a whole bunch of stuff about, ooh, maybe go and get dragon stuff, but I think that would require you to go down to, like, old Valyria. I think that's how it worked in CK2. So you went down here and then you could get random events, so I would expect that that sort of thing is going to be a lot more prevalent, but yeah. It's a solid mod. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.